Hello everyone, how are you doing today? So we are going to talk about summarized written text, which is one of the invariable questions that come in the PTE examination. We are going to see some samples. We are also going to see the evaluation criteria. So let's jump straight into the structure of summarized written text. So this presentation tells you about the step-by-step process to develop a skill. First of all, in order to do well in these English tests, we need to develop necessary skill. For example, when we talk about writing a summary, we are supposed to know how to develop the summary of a passage, how to identify the keywords, how to identify the theme, the tone, and then write the summary on it. So first of all, we will develop the skill of writing summaries. Then there are certain test strategies which are very specific to the type of question. Like for example, here you are supposed to do the whole task in 10 minutes. So how should you divide your 10 minutes so that within the time span you finish the task? How should you write the summary? How should you identify various words and synonyms? And then we will do some real-time practice. So this practice will give me a chance to assess how you perform in the real test-like environment, in the simulated environment, and based on the feedback that you get, you can further develop the skills. So this is the cycle that we are going to follow. So here you are going to get a test of around 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, you are supposed to read the text and summarize it in 5 to 75 words. Of course, you will need to use some complex sentences because you are supposed to use just one sentence which would have just one full stop. So that's what the whole test is all about. 5 to 75 words. You are not supposed to write 75 words though. A summary of around 30 words would suffice. But yes, you'll have to summarize it in such a manner that the gist of the passage is reflected in your summary. So that's about summarized written text. We are going to see some examples now. So let's quickly learn about summarized written text, what is tested and what exactly is the expectation. So this test is aimed at testing your writing and reading skills and how do you summarize the text presented to you. So you are supposed to read the information presented to you, identify the keywords, identify the main idea and the tone, and then write a summary. Write a summary very precisely in 5 to 75 words, and then present your ideas in a single sentence which should be grammatically correct. I would like you to pause this video and read the sections given here to get an idea of what summarized written text is all about. Great. So now we can do an example of summarized written text. Here there is an example and I have highlighted a few keywords as you can see. It says just in time is a method of manufacturing products. So you can read it and just attempt writing a summary of this in one single sentence. I'm not reading for you. I want you to pause this video once again, read the paragraph there and write a summary with in a single sentence using just one full stop. Excellent. So I hope you have written the summary and you might be thinking about writing lots of things. What you are supposed to write is just a small summary of the text. And here is one simple example, simple answer as you can see. Just see here. Just in time is a way of producing goods and it saves time, money, and inventory because orders are placed on demand. Let us discuss this answer a little bit and let us see how we arrived at this answer. So here what we have done is we are talking about just in time method of production and it saves time, money, and inventory. If you look at the whole summary, it talks about what is just in time, what exactly it does, and what are its advantages. And that's what we have tried to write here. Who does what? Who is the actor and what is the act performed? So here just in time is the actor. We are talking about just in time, which is a method of producing goods. Rather than writing method, instead of writing method, we have written that a way of producing goods. Manufacturing products, we have written producing goods, which is a synonym of it. So there is a definition of just in time which we have written in this first line. Just in time is a way of producing goods and it saves time, money and inventory. How does it save it? By producing goods which are demanded. We could have written that. We have written because orders are placed on demand. So it helps us to save all these things. Why? Because orders are placed on demand, or by placing orders, by ordering the raw material which are demanded. So you are supposed to write a very precise definition which actually captures the essence of the text that is given to you. Okay, so let's see how the text is evaluated, how you would be evaluated on your tasks very quickly. So here, as you can see, this is the evaluation criteria. You are checked on your content. You get 2 if you provide a good summary of the text, which means you cover all the aspects. So if you look at that, the question that we had, the aspects were related to just-in-time way of producing goods and how it minimizes time and helps us to save costs and everything. And what is the main thing about it? That we order whenever the things are in demand. So it fulfills that criteria. Is written in one single complete sentence. So we have written just one sentence, as you can see written here. Just in time is a way of producing goods and it saves time, money and inventory because orders are placed on demand. So you can see there is just one full stop here. There is just one full stop at the end. So is written in one single complete sentence. And we have made a compound sentence by using a comma and an and. So to extend the idea, you can use comma and and. And it's a good usage of grammar, good example of applying applying rules of grammar, where you can make a compound sentence by separating the 2 clauses by a comma and then an and. So here there is a definition of it. Just in time is a way of producing goods and it saves time, money and inventory because sorry, this is what it is, not that end, this end, I'm sorry. Just in time is a way of producing goods, so this is one part, and it saves time, money and inventory because orders are placed on demand. So here we have used a comma and an and to separate 2 different ideas or 2 different themes. And these are 2 sentences in themselves. Like for example, I could have put a full stop here. Just in time is a way of producing goods. I could have put a full stop there. But I am supposed to write just one full stop, so I am extending it by using and. So I wrote a comma and an and I said that it saves time, money and inventory because orders are placed on demand. So that becomes a very summarized way of putting things across. And I have definitely more than 5 words and less than 75 words and has correct grammatical structure. So as we discussed, the grammatical structure used here is absolutely correct. It is defined by the rules of grammar. So we are good to go. And vocabulary, as you can see, we have used some translations here or some synonyms here, not translations, synonyms here. Just in time is a way of producing goods. So method of manufacturing, instead of method of manufacturing, we are saying way of producing goods, which is a good synonym, and it saves time, money and inventory. So we have done a little paraphrasing of the message there. By doing what? By ordering goods which are in demand, because orders are placed on demand or by placing orders of the goods which are in demand. So you could have written anything, and we have covered all the points related to a good summary writing. In this video, we covered what is summarized written text of PTE, what is the evaluation criteria, how to do it, and we also saw an example. Hope you liked it. Subscribe to my channel for bite-sized videos on different questions and strategies of PTE. All the very best to you.